Loading scenario.
So I actually did a thing where I came back to this
Loading complete.
scene yesterday on my own, just to look around a little bit, right? I don't think I'll do that. I think from now on, I'm gonna try to make sure I am actually just recording stuff. Nothing, no huge like revelations or anything, but So first thing, walk in, see the shoes. Okay, so we've got one pair of adult shoes, probably girls' shoes or women's shoes. And the shoes thing, I don't know. In American households, it's maybe like 50-50 on if your guests will take their shoes off when they come in your house or whether or not a host makes people take their shoes off. You know, if people come to my house, I don't make them take their shoes off. But like, I know that the devs of this game are of Japanese descent, and in Japan, I think it's pretty universal. You take your shoes off when you enter somebody's home. So the one pair of shoes here, I'm not sure if there was a guest here. I guess they would still have their shoes on. But I don't know if these devs would have telegraphed that with having more pairs of shoes there. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna not think about that. The fact that the baby monitor is out here, but obviously shit went down in this room is a little strange to me. I still can't quite piece that together. So dude enters the room, stops to look at the baby. I'm not sure if that gives this person time to run in this room. And why would they do that? Well, they run in here and they start to dial 911. Right, we've seen that. But I also wonder if maybe their gun was in here and that's why this drawer is open. So maybe they ran in here, grabbed the gun, and dialed 911, but weren't able to press call. And then they both started shooting at each other. So I've found we have one bullet point here, and there's a bullet point here in this bookcase. There are 3 shells. Oh wait, there's also a bullet point here in the ground, which is insane, honestly. Like, that thing passed through somebody's skull? Maybe? I'm wondering if the mother ran in here, grabbed the gun, dialed 911, he rounds the corner, because his footprints stop. She shoots him in the leg, in the hip. He falls down, and maybe she then realizes exactly who it is. And she stands over him and shoots him straight in the head, cold as ice. I don't know. That's kind of what this looks like happened. And yeah, there are 3 shells and another Luger. Yeah, so she fired 1 shot from over here and then another from about here. Again, that's my assumption. But so my question really becomes, who the fuck else was here? If anybody, because it wouldn't accept the answer. I think I'm making an assumption here. It wouldn't accept the answer of just the mom and the baby being present. Definitely their older daughter was not here, I believe. So it becomes a game of looking at phone numbers. There's a call log in here. There's a book of phone numbers here. And there are some emails. This is the one that interested me. This is her usual babysitter, and she's giving a reference for another babysitter, 2853. So, I took 2 images. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't save it. So that I could compare the numbers. I took a picture of the call log and a picture of this book to compare, and this is the name of the reference that her babysitter gave her, Lillian. So... And this number was in the call log, but all of the numbers in the call log, all of these are calls to this phone that were answered. I think 2013 is the only other number we actually even have, but this is the babysitter, the new babysitter that called at 10 a.m. It's 2013. That's this guy, Harold Jenkins, who I don't believe we know who that is. I don't know that we've seen that name anywhere else at this point because it's been a few weeks since I've played, and any details like that are kind of gonna just... It's not their lawyer. Doesn't really matter. So the only other person we've got like a link to here is this replacement babysitter whose name is Lillian. So yeah, I'm guessing a little bit. And it does seem like she should have been gone already, right? It should have just been the mom and the baby. But maybe they were just chatting a little bit after the mom got home. Damn it. Okay, I don't know. So guess what? We're gonna keep going.
Which case file would you like to tackle?
And hope that something... I do think that has to be the one that I'm getting wrong though, because I keep changing it and it keeps saying 3 out of 4. So it's gotta be that one, right? Let's just keep going. I would be really pissed if they want the name of the father in there too, the name of the intruder. Like obvious, like, actually I have to look at the way the question is worded. There was a gathering of friends for a dinner party over at apartment 402. The celebration came to a halt when a lifeless body collapsed on the floor. By carefully examining the details of the scene... Interesting. Sounds like a fun dinner party. 2002. I think this was 2004? I want to say. I don't think it necessarily matters. Yuck. What the hell is that? Thought this was an ashtray maybe for a second. Hangbird Drive. WPAI. What's that? Oh, what? West Pike Auto something. We're here, we care. We're trying to reach you about your extended warranty. Oh, can't interact with the phone. Ronnie Grayson. And this guy lives here at this apartment. It's his apartment. Wine and chocolates. Shoot, I've forgotten what day it is. Card for a lawyer. Got your credit card. Actually got a signature this time. Abortion clinic. Celine's kitchen. Valet parking. From and to. Those times do not make sense to me, but okay, so they went out for Valentine's Day, I guess. Matches from Celine's kitchen. Stop smoking aid. Lipstick. Leaves no marks and no smears. What shade is that? What's it called? That's the brand, right? Oh, hold on. I can't fucking read this. Substantial Makes. Pink lilac. That's a brand, that's a color. Okay. That is a logo there, but that could just be nothing. We'll get to the table in a second here. Beef stew. Bunch of ingredients. So this might matter if somebody's allergic to something. So I've already forgotten our host's name, assuming he lives alone. But here's the name of their guests. names of their guests. Victor, James, and Carol. My cousin cannot drink anything with alcohol. Serve him something else instead. James is left-handed. By the way, when planning the ingredients and meals for your dinner party, you need to know this person is left-handed. Look, I get that you would want to be courteous of your guests. If somebody's left-handed, you don't want people bumping their elbows, so you seat them strategically. But that does not need to be on the fucking post-it note on the fridge. Ooh. Okay, so we made a beef stew and we made a something else. Hopefully only one of those has alcohol in it. You're supposed to put wine in beef stew. Yeah, red wine in beef stew. You should put white wine in your whatever this is, I'm guessing, but I guess you could just forego that. Ooh. Did they hit their head or did they vomit? This looks like the wine stain. This does not. That's something else. Da Vinci. That was from Payne's Creek Killings, by the way. The Da Vinci wine. Which place setting is different? This one is different. This is where the left-handed person sat. Which is kind of funny. When you're right-handed, isn't that where the fork goes? The fork goes where your dominant hand is, right? So all of the place settings except for one should look like this. But this is the one that's different. The spoon is on the left-hand side of all of these, except for this one. But it does make sense to put your left-handed person so that their left elbow is not bumping into anybody. It's just that doesn't make sense, that part of it to me. It's fine. CBA 50th anniversary. Ronnie leaves for New Orleans. Appointment with Dr. Richardson. Ronnie returns. Jessica's birthday. So we think Ronnie and Jessica were living here. Is that his name? Yeah. Ronnie also, that's usually a nickname, right? Like for Ronald. Conformist with a cause. Mainstream fiction. Oh my gosh, look at all these like unique books. That's really cool. Oh. This is where they went for a romantic getaway. We do have an address for the kitchen now if we didn't have one before. Happy birthday, Jess. Oh, thank you for all the support while I was in AA. Ronnie is a lucky man to have you. Hope you have a great year. So that they gathered for Jess's birthday, I'm guessing. The most beautiful woman in the world. Hopefully that is from her partner. Your mom loves you. Oh, we can't open it. Okay. Okay, so we can't interact with this. So, what the fuck? Somebody was trying to get into his laptop? Feels like, yeah, whoever was sitting at the head of the table, yeah, had a reaction of some kind. That's it. James is left-handed. My cousin, him. Well, that would have to be Victor. So the beef stew has wine in it, so we had to make something else without alcohol. James is sitting over here. His place setting is untouched, so maybe he couldn't make it. We haven't seen one single other thing about Carol. And Victor is her cousin. So it's probably not like a jealousy thing, like Ronnie was jealous of Victor. Victor obviously had a crush on her. I think they're just family. I mean, it could be messed up like that. It could be. Oh my gosh, this is it? What? Are we to take it that this is Jess's purse then, not Carol's? Because they went to Celine's kitchen. Charleston. What's the name of the doctor there? Oh, hold on. So, today is the 24th. Again, they always flash the date down there really, really quickly, and I never fucking remember what day it is. But we're gonna say it's the 24th. It's Jessica's birthday dinner. Ronnie's been gone for a week. So he gets back early in the day. He goes to buy chocolate and wine so that they can make dinner. So she probably was planning most of the stuff. Like, he's been gone all fucking week. Oh, there's another. Oh. Victor's coming to visit. Concert. Brunch with Victor. Dinner with Gabby. Call with Gerald. Call the bank. Why would I need to know any of this stuff? Have we been presented with literally any other reason why somebody would collapse except for the fact that somebody can't have alcohol? Like, do we have any reason to believe there's any other way that this would have gone down? I mean, I guess somebody is trying to quit smoking, so that is a chemical thing happening with their body, but it just doesn't seem like that would fit in with anything else we've seen here. What? Does that fucking matter? Kind of just looks like... Also, none of these are stew bowls. I mean, I guess they are kind of like deep plates. So these two people... Oh, I'm sorry, this one person had the beef stew. And water? But these three people had the white stew. And wine. Wait a second, why would the one person who had the stew with alcohol in it then drink water? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh. Yes, a wine glass fell over. The hell? Oh, there's lipstick on it. Oh. Was it the same color as the... I guess it looks pretty pink, but this wine is kind of throwing me off. It looks... The colors look really weird to me. So I'm not even trying to like look at this. This almost looks like it's clear. And well, okay, until you look at it from this angle, I guess. So do we think that the lipstick is the same color as this? Pink, lilac, or whatever? I honestly can't tell. Her doctor appointment was not with the abortion doctor. It's with Richardson. Dr. Charleston is not mentioned. So what are we thinking? That Ronnie killed Jessica because she was pregnant? Like, I don't know what kind of leaps we are even supposed to make here. It's very, like, we can make a few different leaps, you know? Oh my god, how many clues are we missing? Any? This is a full wine glass. This is not. Also, what's with the napkins with red on them? Okay, I don't know. Let's look at what our questions are, finally. What? Oh, fuck. The police have found this bottle at the scene of the crime, and it is confirmed that the cause of death was the contents in this bottle. Oh, shit. What is this? Is this a real medicine or something they made up? I don't know what this medicine is supposed to be for, but I guess it doesn't matter, guys. This is a bottle of poison, and it killed someone. Not alcohol. Well, the birthday girl probably was sitting at the head of the table, right? How many people live here? 4. See, that I wasn't sure of, like, who these two people would be anyway. Like, if this is Jessica and this is no one, and this is the person who wasn't gonna drink alcohol but ate it, that would be Victor. And then who cares between Ronnie and Carol? I mean, I guess the napkin means something. This person drank wine, this person didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Who was killed? Who was the killer? What? I'm gonna guess. God, I straight up, let's fucking take a guess. Rini. Shoot, her name was Jessica, right? No. I don't know what I'm supposed to... Let me just make sure I have the names right. Yeah, man, I don't fucking know. Wow. I'm not... Damn, I'm usually pretty stubborn about these. Like, I've gotta know all the things first, but like, how the hell am I supposed to know? Again, I have several theories for what could have happened. Interesting. 4 out of 5. I don't know. I think I was expecting like 2 out of 5 or all correct. Okay, April 24th, 7:15 p.m. Am I tripping? Does it not tell me that? Anywhere? One of these is incorrect. You're fucking kidding me. Just one. Huh? Maybe this was Carol. I have to assume Jessica lives here, right? Like, Ronnie and Jessica maybe were just dating and didn't live together? I guess I can't tell how many people live here just by this, except for that I literally have... This is Ronnie's apartment. It's got his address right there. And right here. Ronnie leaves. Oh, you know, why would this be? Yeah, no, Jessica lives here too. The napkins. I don't know. Is that supposed to tell me who sat where? Like, it is kind of weird that this is a red napkin, but they didn't... I don't know what I'm supposed to make of that, but it's the only kind of thing that doesn't really fit. Sure. 3 out of 5. Uh-oh. So that was, what's his name? Sitting there. I had that correct. Let's go ahead and put that back. Well, gosh, then I'm thinking maybe one of these is the incorrect answer. Maybe this. But here's the thing. The only other 2 people present are Victor, the cousin, and Carol, who we know absolutely fucking nothing about. If the wine is what was laced, I mean, why wouldn't it affect Ronnie as well? Doesn't say anything about, like, pregnant people are more susceptible or whatever. Like, why would this affect her, not him, if the wine bottle was laced? And laced after the stew was made, I'm guessing. Severe liver damage. I don't know. Did she have a liver problem already? So it wouldn't take very much? Do we know that? We know she had doctor appointments, but that's like a normal human thing to do. Oh, well, I was in AA. Oh. Oh, Victor was in AA. That's why he can't have alcohol. He's recovering alcoholic. Not because it'll kill him. I mean, he might have a bad liver, but we don't know for sure, right? Oh my goodness, I don't know. A woman died. Oh, you know what? Jess might have been sitting here. She didn't drink any wine because she's pregnant, but she doesn't want to tell anyone yet. This is Carol's purse because she's a guest, so you're gonna hang your purse up. Oh, she had the matchbook from the kitchen, from the restaurant. So were they having an affair and Jessica found out about it? And Jessica said, bitch. But in that case, then I have two questions wrong. In that case, both of these would be something different. It would be, who was killed? Carol. Who was killing Jessica? I guess it's possible that Ronnie could have killed Carol. They were having an affair, but she was pregnant. Oh my god, I don't know anything. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can speculate till the fucking cows come home. How am I supposed to actually put a guess down here that makes any sense? Well, not that makes any sense. I have a lot of guesses that make some sense, but how am I supposed to pick one? This is me, like, needing to find every single tiny clue. I can keep guessing. I can keep putting in guesses. We can keep doing that. I don't think I should have to. This makes me want to turn assisted mode on just so that I can see if I have found all of the clues. Not so it can tell me like what answers are wrong. I still don't necessarily want to know that, but I do want to know if I found all the clues. And gosh, this is a relatively small scene. I can't imagine I've missed anything, but there's got to be something, right? There's got to be something. I saw the fork. The fork doesn't seem to be a clue. If the wine was poisoned, maybe I'm gonna just start putting names in. Which one of these do we want to be Carol, you guys? Actually, this is a dangerous game. Now I know for sure that Jessica was the one who was killed. That kind of sucks. Like that kind of sucks. I might as well just be playing on assisted mode. Of course, we don't know for sure that the person who was killed is a person that was meant to be killed. Yeah, this person would be the one. They didn't drink any wine. I don't get it. Okay. All right. That didn't have anything to do with the previous scene. That didn't help me with that one. Great. A group of teenagers were brought in for questioning regarding a murder that took place at a party held at apartment 403. Some of their stories did not match up and no one has admitted to anything. Brought in for questioning, okay. What's the date and time? June 1st, 2003, 3:13 a.m. Mega Giga Fizzy Pop. tennis ball, tennis racket. What the hell is that? Is that like a something you stick in the ground? No. What is that? I don't know what that is. Grease on the elbow. Hey, I know we're becoming better friends than we have been. I just feel like I owe it to myself to get this out. Christy, I do have feelings for you, and I'm really nervous to tell you this. And by this, I'm not asking you to return those feelings, nor am I asking you to be anything more than you have been to... Oh, I don't think this was finished and given to Christy. Just scribbling some thoughts. I don't know what kind of musical instrument you just play the same note. I mean, is this what drum? Oh, snare line. Yeah, I'm an idiot. This is for a snare drum. I didn't know that that's what that would look like. I guess I've never seen drum sheet music before. I can't look at any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. Wait, so are these ashtrays? What? What is that? These are very, very wide. What the hell is that? Getting PTSD. Oh wait, cricket? Bull. No, this is for the darts. High school. Nobles High School, home of the Golden Wolves. Wait, your sesame oil is just laying there like that? What college students cook with sesame oil? How to survive on your own for the son who avoided chores like the plague. Do not put raw eggs in the microwave. Why not? You can do that. It's disgusting, but it works. Do not put anything metal in the microwave. Well, yeah, don't do that. If you use a lot of oil when cooking, after you're done, throw the oil in the trash, not in the sink. Yep. You do not need oil when cooking bacon. Dish soap is not the same as hand soap. Dish soap is for washing dishes. Wash your hands before and after prepping raw meat. Very important. Use different tool to prepare raw meat and vegetables. A tool that you use with meat must not be used with vegetables. Well, not before washing it anyway. Ladle, spatula, whisk. Yes, we know. Cleaning. Wiping the table does not mean wiping crumbs onto the floor. Use your hand, a paper towel, or dustpan to catch whatever you wipe off. Clean your room at least once a week or you will be living in filth. Do not use bleach with any colored clothes. You can only bleach whites. Good solid metal. Coupons. We got some responsible college kids. Or responsible teenagers or whatever. I don't know who's living here. Oh, wait. No. Okay, yeah. Jack and Brian are both drinking the green stuff. Grace has drunk whatever it was. Oh, we got Paynes Creek Pale. 4.9 alcohol. Got some Paynes Creek Silver as well. Eric, party foul. Andrew, nothing. These cups are... that should not look like that. Like, gross. We're playing GameCube or Xbox? Xbox. I saw the purple and I got excited, like, oh, GameCube. High school. Why do a bunch of high schoolers have an apartment? Ooh. Brian Olson. Suspended. Sexual harassment of other student. On May 26, 2003, a student reported that Brian Olson had sexually assaulted her. These are serious allegations, so the school contacted law enforcement and an investigation will be conducted. We ask that all parties involved keep this to themselves until the investigation has concluded. The parents of both parties have been notified. Oh, this is after... So there was a disciplinary conference 2 days before. Student must return to school with parent guardian listed on the network. If, okay, blah, blah, blah. Until further notice. Ooh, ooh. Dead ironclad killers. What the fuck is a dead ironclad? Brian. Brian lives here. This is probably his room. Brian, Eric, Andrew, and Jag are the people in the band. Vader. Oh man, this is so actually this is fun. This is fun. It's a aim chat, so they're using screen names. We don't know who's who yet. This is probably Brian though. Hey guys, we need to practice this week. Can we meet up this Tuesday? No can do. I have a track meet on Tuesday. I can't do Tuesday either. Helping my dad at his store. Seems that most of us can't make it. Let's reschedule. What about Thursday? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Oh. As you all know, a few of us are going to be graduating. We're going to have a grad party at our place, 7 p.m. on Saturday. Let's go. I'm bringing drinks. Why can't we all go to the arcade? Joking. Blah, 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 blah. Arcade is fine. Chill guys already made the preparations. I just want to enjoy our time together as high schoolers. Someone needs to watch over Eric, make sure he doesn't drink so much. Party pooper. You barfed all over the couch, you boozer. Took me a week to get rid of the smell. Saturday. Okay. What time? Well, this is probably Grace. You can't just bail. I'm sorry something came up. We can't practice without a drummer, and you're the only one who knows how to play drums. Do you know how important this gig is? I faxed you something. What the hell am I looking at? This... What? Only she can make this go away. Can you come over to my place this Saturday? I want to go over bass arrangements. The bass arrangement for the new song. I'll come over after 5 if that's cool. I'll be at my dad's store till then. It reminds me, do you think your dad would be willing to sponsor our next gig? Dude, we don't have $35 between us, man. We are a bunch of high schoolers who apparently have to pay rent. Oh, shit. Oh Oh my god. Is a bullet point still in him? Looks like a car key. That's a guitar stand. Okay, somebody killed Brian in his room, I'm guessing. They had to use the spare to get in. Either that or they came in and Brian shot them in self-defense. If that was the case, I mean... Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's possible the bullet's still in the person. Haven't found a firearm yet. And Jesus, this tiny little shell is the only clue we have that a gun was even present. Okay, Grace must not live here. Why would he be faxing his girlfriend something if she lived right next door to him? This is Kitty Lover. Hey guys, even though school is over, do you guys still want to meet up and practice? Fine with meeting up with my family and are going to be out of town. Anybody else? No response. It's a new person, I think. Christy is graduating this year. Okay, so this is not Christy. We'll need a new captain. I think you'd be a good fit. What do you think? I was hoping you'd be up for the task. Have you heard from Christy? You haven't heard Cassie? Told me she was sexually assaulted by someone. It's just a rumor. The school hasn't said anything yet. Word's going around Christy was assaulted. She hasn't been to school in a few days. Hopefully it's nothing. She's such a drama queen. You're lucky you have your brother. Okay. There's a third person that lives here though, I think. Guess who I saw trying to walk home with Christy today? You're definitely overreacting. Oh, I bet you that's the only reason he joined the tennis club. He's one of our best players. Okay, so she's into tennis. And this was on the 22nd. 29th, 30th, 25th. Not really a ton of stuff going on in her room. I still don't know her name. Did I find? It's not Grace and it's not Christy. Oh, it's a bathroom. Okay, so brother and sister. Yeah, that makes sense. There should be a bathroom. Brother and sister live together. There is nothing in here. You could have just kept this door shut and said that the exam will not cover. You don't need to see whatever's in here for the exam. Huh? Well, somebody wears contact lenses. Maybe that's important. They don't have any contact solution. That kind of sucks. Gosh, I think that's the only thing I feel like I can learn. Somebody wears contact lenses. Oh, those are drumsticks. this person... If this person is the drummer, but we know that Brian joined tennis. Maybe the brother and the sister aren't the ones that live in the same... Like, maybe her brother is someone else. If her brother is the drummer is the one that likes Christy and joined the tennis... I feel like that would have to be Brian. I feel like that'd have to be him, though. The drumsticks are really fucking throwing me off. Oh! Maybe this will help. Oh, somebody's asthmatic. Mr. and Mrs. Carter. Welcome to summer school. Portal account. Guys, in 2003, we did not do that shit. This program offers students the option of earning credits, blah, 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 blah. This tells me nothing. Somebody was going to summer school. Bro, your parents put you guys up in a fucking apartment for some goddamn reason. Have them sponsor your band. Alright, what are our questions? Who died? Who was the second last to arrive? Who's the owner of the blue sports bike? That's what I'm wondering. And who's the killer? Who was the second last to arrive? Huh. I mean, I guess you could say everybody finished their drinks except for these two. Brian fucking lives here. My God, what if the sister, like, found out that he molested somebody and was, and whether or not it actually happened, because he's denying it, it doesn't really matter because for our purposes, that's not the crime we're trying to solve. What matters is if she believed it. This is the drummer, right? Ooh. So that was the drummer. Hold on a second. Wait, what? Where did I see that? Who joined the tennis? I thought that was in her messages. Okay, yeah. He's the... Gosh, they never actually say that Brian is the one who was doing this. It's just implied, because why else would this person be messaging her about it? The drummer joined... Brian is too obsessed with his band. Even if he liked Christy, he wouldn't join tennis club. He's mad at other people for bailing on practice and stuff. He's that guy. So for some reason, this person... Is it that simple? The drummer got really pissed off just hearing that he might have assaulted her wherever he heard that from. So he came in and shot him. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to be able to put their names, those names, with anything. I can put their screen names to stuff. Jester, Gamer Boy, and what was the other screen name? Strikers. 578. How am I supposed to know which of the mundane names go to these screen names? That one backpack has inhalers in it and a note with the last name, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so. Jeez, Olsen. Brian Olsen. Jeez, I don't fucking know. Wow. Carter. Okay, there are EpiPens and inhalers. An inhaler. So, if it's... Maybe this person's not asthmatic. They have allergies to something. Okay, this is Eric. Yeah. I need to know which one is Jack and which one is Andrew. Sportswear. One of them does run track. Actually, I think that was Eric. We know that the other one likes video games. And then the other one likes Christy. I mean, Andrew's cup is the closest to the gaming consoles, but we've got 3 controllers out here. And just Eric and Andrew's cups. And then Jack is sitting here talking to Brian and his girlfriend. It makes me think that Jack is trying to get information out of Brian and maybe Grace about what happened. Lisa. Maybe that's the sister. Drinking the blue stuff, or is that water? We're making jungle juice out of what? Paynes Creek Pale Ale? That's not the right color for that stuff, in my experience. Who came in second last? You know what? Let's fucking throw some names in there. These are educated guesses, by the way. I'm not pulling them out of my ass, but I definitely don't feel secure in any of them. Actually, this I have no idea. None. Okay, I don't know. That's the only one that I'm throwing a name at. The other ones feel like, oof, I didn't expect any of those to be right.
Voting scenario.
Okay.
Voting complete. Good luck.
I feel like I'm saying Jack is the drummer. I don't know why. Just because his cup is sitting by Brian and Grace's make me think he was talking to them and trying to get information out of them about what happened to Christy. That is the only reason. That's literally the only reason right now that I'm thinking that. And if he's the one that was, if it was Jack that was jealous and that wanted to be with Christy, then yeah, I think he would have broke into Brian's room and shot him, I guess. One of these 2 backpacks had a gun in it, I'm guessing, when they arrived here. Who arrived second to last? Is that how they word it? Who was the second last to arrive? I have no idea. Actually, wait, if 2 of these are wrong, it's probably this one. But also, what other one would be wrong with my theory? I kind of want to say Jack. Just put Jack for all of them. It's also possible that Brian shot and killed Jack in self-defense. How are you supposed to know? Who is the second last to arrive, and why the fuck would that matter? Why would that matter? Jack still has a pretty full cup, and so does Brian, but again, Brian fucking lives here. The others are empty or spilled. I'm pretty confused by this. I feel like who arrived second last? I must be truly missing something still. There is absolutely no way I feel like I should be able to know that. Or why it would matter, but like I don't know. Yeah, because like if it was Brian, if Brian stood up from his seat here and fell and walked all the way here, the door opens inwards. The intruder wouldn't be able to open the fucking door if Brian was standing here. You could say the intruder opened the door with the intent to kill Brian in cold blood. Period. They had the information they needed, so they thought. They were just there to kill him. They wouldn't stand outside here and try to talk to him, would they? They would open the door and they would just come right in. And, but it It would make more sense that the intruder was the one with the gun, if that was their intent, not Brian. So I'm pretty lost. I'm pretty lost on this, man. Let me read the... Alright, we got suspect interviews. Oh, wait, what? Christy was there? She didn't have a cup. What was the question again? Did you see Brian on the 31st of May? Did you have physical contact with him at all during this week? Oh no, Christy has brothers. The drummer is not one of her brothers. The drummer likes her. And, so gosh, the drummer could have killed Brian out of, you asshole, you harass the person I like. But the brother of Christy, who was apparently also there, could have done the same thing. But we're not sure if that person knew about it. We do know that the drummer knew about it. Maybe a week and a half ago. Are you aware that Mr. Brian Olsen is dead? Ooh, so we straight up do know this. I was home. I was at home. So you're also in the band. Oh, I played bass. Damn, I was wrong. I also play guitar, but I usually end up playing bass. Your relationship with Brian. He's more Eric's friend than mine. Eric and I have known each other since elementary school and have been tight since. Eric introduced me to Brian in high school and we started playing together. Can you go over your account of the incident? I was working for most of the day. I eventually left and I headed to Brian's place. I bumped into Grace in the lobby and we both went together. They arrived around 6:45. Do you recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No, I mean other than the guy at the front desk. All of us had something to drink. So some things might be unclear. What? Some things? Oh, is that supposed to be some things? Might be unclear. I do remember Grace was being pretty obnoxious the whole night. After I finished my drink, I left the apartment. Why? As I mentioned to the other officer, Brian was smoking heavily and I can't stand the smell of it. Where'd you go? I went back home. Was anybody with you at the time? Anybody who could corroborate your story? No, not even the man at the front desk. Look, this is getting annoying. Guys, don't talk to the cops without a lawyer. Don't fucking do it. What's wrong with y'all? Get a goddamn lawyer. Lisa, I'm one of the tenants. Okay, that is the sister. Close enough. I mean, we don't talk about deep things. He must have keeps to himself. Are you aware of the allegations toward him? Huh? What allegations? Okay, let's change the topic. What? Out of all the attendees, has any of them shown any violent behaviors or tendencies? Violent? Not really. Well, actually, Andrew's been suspended a few times for getting into fights. The last time he got into a fight. Last week, actually, he and this other guy were fighting over a girl. Wait, you guys don't actually think he did it, right? Do you usually lock the door for your room? Yes, I like to keep my room private. Brian sometimes has friends over, so I lock it anytime I have to head out. But you said you lost your key. I was coming back from a friend's house and I must have accidentally left it there. She could have actually done that. She might have left it at Christy's house and her brother picked it up. What time did you leave your friend's house? 6:30 p.m. How'd you get into the apartment? It was already open. Most of them were already inside. Brian must have let them in. What time did you arrive? Around 7. Do you keep a spare key? Yes, we keep a spare on the kitchen wall, but it was missing. Oh. And the spare is the one that was used to open Brian's room. Someone must have taken it. Can you recall exactly when you noticed the spare key went missing? I checked as soon as I came back, but it was already gone. So how did you get into your room? Brian used his key set to let me in. Do you often have parties at your apartment? Yes. Is there alcohol? Andrew usually buys the drinks for us. I was asleep. I woke up, it was dark. I went to the restroom. That's when I saw him laying there in his room. You didn't hear the gunshot? And then what happened? I panicked and screamed. Moments later, Andrew came running by, gave me a panic attack. When you and the others arrived at the apartment? Well, I arrived at the apartment at the same time as Lisa, and everyone was already there. So how do we know who is second last to arrive? It sounds like the last two people got there at the same time. I thought you have all the answers. That's the right fucking attitude, man. I am not talking to you without a lawyer. I was in the toilet puking for quite a bit, and then I woke up Eric. Where was Jack during this time? None of us saw him the rest of the night. You're the one who brought the drinks to the party. You're not old enough to drink. Oh, thank you. Did you contaminate the drinks in any capacity? What? Of course I didn't contaminate the drinks. That's all you got? Thought you guys were trying to solve a murder. Get serious. Grace, can you elaborate more on your relationship with Brian? We've been dating for about a year. Can you tell me your accounts of the evening? Christy is 100% guilting here. That lying bitch. Blah, 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 blah. Miss Burns. Okay, we've got another last name. I arrived at the apartment at the same time as Jack. We got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. Oh. Okay, so either that happened or she's making it up, right? Are you sure you saw Miss Carter leave the apartment? Yes. Dyed green hair. After Andrew came with the drinks, we all started to play a drinking game. This went on for most of the night, and I eventually knocked out. Did anyone pass out before you? I don't know. I blacked out, drank too much, cops already arrived. I was the fourth to arrive. Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. I must have missed something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. Maybe Grace and Brian had a fight. I have no idea. I'm super glad when Lisa arrived. She always livens the mood. I think Andrew was the last to arrive. He's always late for everything. Were you drinking that night? We all were. She was chugging that night. I'm not sure how drunk I was, but I remember Jack and Brian were arguing for a bit. So Jack is probably the brother. Things got pretty heated, but Brian eventually got up and locked himself in his room. You were the one who called 911, correct? Yes. It says here on the report that you discovered the body and called law enforcement after 2 hours. Why did it take you so long? Because Andrew was against it. Oh my God. Andrew, what the fuck? You know, he's a little dumb at times. He didn't do this. Mike stopped working. Stop it. A part of I don't remember much. Do you not understand? Like I said, I was drinking heavily and must have passed out. The next morning, I remember. Lisa tells me you had a pretty big argument with Brian last week. Want to tell me about it? He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals. Oh my God. Okay, so Jack is the bassist. Eric is better friends with Brian than Jack is. I think these are my two correct answers, actually. Well, we know that Brian is the one who died. Yeah, we know that. I think Jack is the brother. That means he's not the owner of the blue sports bag. He's not the drummer. Who is the fucking drummer? Is it Eric? No, because Eric's screen name. Ugh, so it must be Andrew. Andrew's the drummer. And I don't know who the second last person was to arrive because that was a fucking jumbled up pile of dog shit. All of it. Not dog shit. That's not the right word. It's just, who knows if anything those people said is true or worth listening to anyway. I need to check the first scenario. Ooh! Oh shit. Okay, got it. We need to do this again because maybe I missed something in the menu. I'm actually really hoping. Nope. That was it. We have all the information in this scene, apparently. Fuck. Oh, you know what? Here's what I do want to do. I really don't think this person should be included under here. But what if that's it? God, I'd be so pissed. I don't think it will be. Are you fucking kidding me? Obviously the intruder was present during the fucking break-in. God damn it. That is the only real answer that's actually like made me actively mad. I think I'm done. I think I got all of them. Oh man, I'm pressing buttons before making sure of stuff, huh? Brenda's medical report. I'm writing to provide a medical update. And Brenda Peterson, a patient who presented herself at our clinic today, her face exhibited severe bruising and significant damage, indicating traumatic incident. Notably, this marks the second time she sought medical attention for similar injuries. What date was this? October 12, 2003. During her previous visit, it was reported Miss Peterson had fallen down the stairs, but the nature and extent of her injuries on both occasions raised concerns about the consistency of these explanations. Upon examination, it became evident that Miss Peterson required immediate attention to manage the pain and discomfort resulting from her injuries. Consequently, we've prescribed a stronger dose of painkillers to provide more effective relief. Given the pattern we observed in her medical history, it is imperative to consider alternative explanations for her injuries and to ensure that appropriate measures are taken to address any potential risk to her well-being. In light of these concerns, we strongly recommend a comprehensive assessment of her situation involving collaboration, blah, 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 contact, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she got what? Carol's diary. Today was an unexpected turn of events. I met Ronnie for the first time at the coffee shop where I work. His warm smile and the way his eyes lit up when he ordered his usual black coffee caught me off guard. We chatted briefly, and I couldn't help but feel a spark. Ronnie took me out for the first time tonight. We went to this cozy little bistro downtown. The conversation flowed effortlessly, and I found myself getting lost in his stories. He has this magnetic charm that's hard to resist. It felt like the world disappeared, and it was just the two of us. Ronnie and I went on another date, and I was pleasantly surprised by how well it went. We went to this cute little Italian restaurant that he had discovered, and the food was amazing. As we talked, I found myself more and more drawn to him. His personality and humor made me feel at ease, and we were able to have genuine conversations about our interests and life experiences. It's been a long time since I've felt such a strong connection with someone. I'm excited to see where this could lead, but I also know that it's important to take things slow and enjoy the moments we share. For now, I'm just looking forward to getting to know Ronnie even more. Ronnie is married! I stumbled upon his wedding ring accidentally and my heart sank. How did I not see this coming? The guilt is eating at me, but at the same time I can't ignore the feelings that have developed. What have I gotten myself into? Ronnie confided to me today about the problems in his marriage. He shared the struggles and the growing distance between him and his spouse. I find myself torn between sympathy and guilt. I never intended to become entangled in someone else's marital issues. I'm left questioning the path I've chosen. Listen, EQ, I'm on to you and your themes just being spelled out at the end of the games and the scenarios and whatnot. Ronnie dropped a bombshell on me today. He's contemplating getting a divorce. My emotions are all over the place. Part of me is hopeful, but another part is filled with uncertainty. Can he really leave his marriage for me? Is this just wishful thinking? I need to tread carefully. I just found out I'm pregnant. Oh. Right. Yep. That shit's fucked up, man. Oh my god, the background is too distracting. City in shock. Promising teenager's life cut short in party shooting incident. What began as a bond forged in the hallways and classrooms has ended in heartbreak and sorrow. Authorities are still investigating the incident, but it has been reported that allegations against Mr. Olson may have been exaggerated. As the story continues to unfold, the question of misguided information and its implications is brought to the forefront. As we grapple with the harsh reality of the situation, it becomes paramount for us to reflect on the moral implications of sharing false information. In an age where information can spread like wildfire, we must recognize the profound impact that our words can have on the lives of others. This heartbreaking incident serves as a somber reminder that the choices we make, the words we utter, and the information we share can carry profound consequences. It is our collective responsibility to exercise caution, empathy, and integrity in our actions, understanding that the power of our words can either build bridges or lead to irreparable damage. In the face of this tragedy, let's take a moment to mourn the loss of a young man, and may this be a reminder to reflect on the importance of honesty, compassion, and profound impact our actions can have on the lives of those around us. Oh my god, we fucking get it. May we strive for a world where trust is upheld and where the weight of truth prevails over the darkness of falsehood. Fuck you guys. some other asshole took a gun out of his bag and shot his friend with it. Yeah, maybe he did that because some girl lied about something. We don't actually fucking know. And you're still blaming her. You're blaming the girl for this person's death when someone else pulled the fucking trigger in cold blood. Calculated. Okay? Like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit. This is ridiculous. Yeah, you do need to be truthful, ideally, but like, can we please put responsibility on people that pull the fucking trigger? Oh my god. If you were granted the power to pardon one of the perpetrators. Well, first of all, I don't even know what perpetrator you mean for this one. I think you think the girl's at fault. You think that Grace killed Brian when really it was her brother. It's like, I don't even know. Let's see. The perpetrator, I'm guessing, is the mother in this situation. I forget what already happened. What happened already in this one? Was it the dude killed his pregnant mistress, and then this was a brother who killed his friend? I guess this one. You're welcome. Clyde Peterson broke into an apartment. Apartment is currently being rented by his ex-wife. The noise Clyde made when he knocked over the planter woke up the sleeping baby. Baby's crying alerted Brenda, who was resting on the couch. The intruder tried to calm the baby before making his way to the next room. Brenda, hearing everything from the baby monitor, observed the intruder heading into her study room. She then quietly made her way to her safe inside her closet to retrieve her gun. Armed, she then confronted the intruder, who's desperately searching for something inside her study room. Okay. Upon opening the door to her study, she recognized the intruder. While aiming her gun towards Clyde, she moved closer to the landline at her desk to dial 911. Before she could finish, Clyde pulled out his own gun. Wow, so she fucking sneaked behind him while he was looking in the drawer. Goddamn. Clyde pulled his gun and she, startled, then fired a bullet at him. He accidentally fired one shot, which hit the side of the shelf. Still alive, he tried to crawl away, but Brenda walked up to him and stood over him like a cold as ice bitch and shot him in the head. Jesus. At this time and place, Jessica and her husband Ronnie, small dinner gathering. Carol, Victor, and James were guests. James didn't end up showing up. Unbeknownst to the rest, Ronnie had an affair with Carol. Through the affair, Carol ended up pregnant. Ronnie started having second thoughts about the affair. Carol, fearful of losing Ronnie, decided to take action against the other person in the equation, Jessica. During the gathering, Carol brought a dose of lethal medication. She poisoned her cup. When Noah was looking, she switched her cup with Jessica's. Damn, girl. 6 friends had gathered at an apartment to celebrate their graduation from high school. Brian and Lisa, brother and sister, are the current tenants of the apartment. Brian is currently dating Grace. Jack has an older sister named Christy who has feelings for Brian. Wait, really? Ooh. Prior to the events of June 1st, Brian had a false yet damning allegations thrown towards him. In a fit of jealousy and to stir up drama, Christy alleged that Brian had sexually assaulted her on school grounds. Girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? Wait, hold on. An older sister? So she already graduated high school. That's fucking weird, man. This allegation caused Brian to be suspended from the school while the faculty and authorities investigated the matter. Unaware of the allegations being false, Jack planned to take matters into his own hands. Maybe this should be the fucking moral of your story. Like, come on. He's the one that fucking killed someone. This was super uncool. But Jesus Christ, For the day of the celebration, Brian had arrived at the apartment first. Christy stopped by the apartment before anyone else arrived to talk to Brian privately. Christy eventually left, and soon after everyone else arrived. Grace and Brian had an argument which prompted Brian to retreat to his room. Brian had opened a pack of cigarettes and smoked a few. Jack left. Oh, yeah, because Jack is the one... Well, no, he's not asthmatic. I said that's an EpiPen. It's probably allergies. Sensitive to smoking. All right, fine. Jack returned to find everyone else wasted and knocked out. Jack took the opportunity to confront Brian, who was still in his room. And then Jack shot Brian and ran out of the apartment. Okay, one left. One left.